Several hundred people were in attendance last night in Iowa as 10 Democratic candidates for president discussed LGBTQ issues. As the race for the White House picks up, candidates are looking for ways to connect with voters. And that includes leaving supporters with a lasting memory of their encounter with a potential future president of the United States. CBS News political reporter Caitlin Huey-Burns is here with more. Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning, Michelle. Well, the most popular element of the campaign trail these days isn't necessarily a policy proposal or a stump speech. It's the selfie line. It's a new way for voters to connect with candidates, putting a new spin on retail politics. Now, some of the photos you're about to see don't always technically fit the definition of a selfie, but here's a snapshot from the modern campaign. They came.
Hello, New York.
They saw.
Thank you, thank you.
They selfied.
Thank you for being here.
In the race for the White House, so-called selfie lines have become a key feature of campaign events, with voters willing to wait hours to take a photo with a candidate.
We waited in line and it was worth it.
Campaigns have professionalized the picture-taking experience and made it central to their digital strategy.
The real measure of democracy, more than 50,000 selfies.
Photo lines are such a priority for Elizabeth Warren's campaign that she even changes into sneakers to prepare.
I was really going to build a grassroots movement. Small dollar donations, volunteers, and selfie lines.
Warren's selfie line is a fine-tuned operation.
There's a person in every task, somebody to take the phone from you, hand it off to the person that actually takes the picture of you while you're with Liz.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but for these campaigns, they are actually worth 1,000 impressions. Photo lines act as a mass marketing tool. A photo taken is a photo shared, serving as free digital advertising for candidates.
We live in a time of social media. There is a multiplier effect. Anybody who gets a selfie with you will often post it online. Their friends will see that as well, and it helps to generate, some virtuous virality.
Digital analysts say the shared photos amount to major savings for the campaigns, all while generating grassroots momentum.
And are you going to share this photo?
Everywhere.
The selfie lines have become such a key feature of some of these campaign events that the candidates build an extra time to make sure they can take a picture with everybody who comes to see them.
Thank you.
It is one of the most important and meaningful interactions that I have at any of these events. I usually have my team members with me, and I'll say, okay, we have to follow up with this person.
Some candidates have developed their own selfie protocols.
The first thing you got to know is how to hack into any phone. And so most people don't know that. They put their code in, they take a long time. Actually, by taking it myself, I can just swipe with one finger and be at your camera.
Joe Biden is known to take his own selfies and often makes emotional connections with people on the photo line.
People want to be reassured. People are, an awful lot of people ask me personal questions. They're frightened about their circumstance, or they've suffered a serious loss.
Has there been any instance, though, on that rope line and that selfie line that you felt, that you really sympathized with someone specifically?
More than one. What do you say to a woman who says, I lost my child, and if we had decent health care, that would not have been the case? That is just, it moves you to the core.
The selfie lines also influence policy proposals.
Is there a plan that was specifically directly influenced by your conversations on the selfie line?
Yes. In fact, I distinctly remember meeting a woman in the selfie line who said, why don't you commit that your Secretary of Education will be someone who taught in public school? And I thought about that one, and I thought, you're on.
And sometimes they even bring competitors together as friends. Now, Elizabeth Warren held a 4-hour-long selfie line earlier this week, and the campaign tells me they are now up to 60,000 selfies, showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon. In fact, our own Ed O'Keefe spotted the senator at the airport this week. They're both on their way to Iowa. And look what we have here, a selfie line, impromptu, forming at the airport. So this is something that we're going to continue to see for a long time.
It's a way to butter up and warm up,
Well, it's a personal interaction.
It really is.
It's a moment that you have. Maybe it used to be a handshake and that handshake line, and it just has grown into that moment where maybe you connect. You still have to find out how your candidate has a stand on which issues, but still, it's your moment to connect.
And we've talked to so many voters coming off these selfie lines over the past few months, and the chance to really meet someone in person and this intimate reaction, they really take a lot away from. And they're also able to talk to these candidates. Elizabeth Warren says that she gets notes passed to her all the time and she reads them. Other candidates say that they, really take away a lot from these conversations.
Caitlin, it is so good to have you here.
Yeah.
You've been traveling like crazy, and Ed and the whole rest of our team, so we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Long road ahead. We're not even to November 2019
We
yet.
really started.